Hey, today we are here at the County Extension Office and we're with Erin, and she is the 4-H coordinator for Lawrence County. So tell us a little bit about what you do, some of the programs that kids can get involved in Lawrence County, how they would know what those programs are.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm the 4-H agent in Lawrence County, so I'm in charge of all activities that 4-H does throughout the county. So we are in-school club meetings with fifth graders. That's where we get the bulk of our kids to participate. And we also meet before school with middle schoolers and after school with high schoolers. So they get that 4-H club meeting back to the basics of, saying the pledge and doing the procedures like that. But we also have some specialty clubs. So we have 22 rifle, shotgun, BB, a horse club, livestock showing, all those different things that are volunteer-led. So those are different ways that kids can get involved. We also do it with high schoolers, and we meet in the after school, and we tell them about all the things that are going on, and then they volunteer to participate after that.
So what kind of programs do these kids, I know there's some foul, and then there's also where they compete and do some written and some, talks and things like that. What are some of those opportunities that these children have?
So we have a lot of competitions.
Yeah.
So we like friendly competition. We like to win, though. So we do Project Achievement, which we talk about in a little bit, and poultry judging. We actually started that in Lawrence County last year, and it's judging live birds and also ready-to-cook birds, so the ones you buy in the store, and cracked out eggs, exterior eggs. So somebody has to do that when it's graded in the store. So
Sure.
we teach kids how to do that, and they compete against other counties. We have consumer judging, and it's basically teaching kids how to shop and shop smartly, or shop smarter.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's another competition, and so they judge different products, and then they'll be scored against other teams as well.
And then the horse club also has competitions that they can do as well. The various clubs, like the showing for some of the animals.
Yes, so it's a lot of showing. So horse show actually has a week-long show in June 10th through the 14th. And so that they'll have different competitions that they're specialty in. So if we Western, you probably know more about that than I do. But the different specialty things that they are involved in with their horse. And then we have livestock showing, which is based off species. So we have goats and hogs and cows. So kids can participate in that specific by each species.
So if you had a student that was in one of the school systems and they wanted to get involved in these programs, how would they go about doing that? Would they contact you or their websites? How would they find out some information about how to get involved with the 4-H?
Yeah, so fifth graders, we are lucky enough to be in the in-school club meetings, so we try to advertise as much as possible. But we are open to 4th through 12th grade. So we do have a Facebook page and an Instagram. So they're both tied together. So if you go to the Facebook page, it's just Lawrence County 4-H Georgia.
Okay.
And I post everything that's coming up, everything that's going on. After the fact, I'll post pictures of the kids so that you know of things that have gone on before. The best way to do it is just shoot me an email or shoot me a message on Facebook, specifically what you want to get involved in, because it's all year round. So we go through a 4-H year. It starts in August.
Right.
So once you can always have the opportunity to do it next year if it's already passed.
Sure.
So.
Well, that's great. So I hope people will, take some interest, maybe go look at the Facebook page or the website and see what you guys have to offer and get involved, because it sounds like you guys are busy and you do a lot of programs going on. Talk to me specifically about some of the projects that have just completed recently and some of the people that we're going to highlight today for their achievements.
Okay, yeah, so we're really proud of our kids that participate in Project Achievement this year. The juniors and seniors, which are 7th through 12th graders, went back in February and competed. They actually have to create a portfolio on their 4-H career ahead of time and get judged on that. And then once we go, they do a project. They pick a category, so it can be health, horses, dog care, and they present a project that they've created. So a speech, use about 3 to 5 minutes. You use PowerPoint, posters, any other visual aids, and then they present it in front of their peers and judges. And so they're judged within their category.
Right.
So we had 6 competitors, juniors through seniors, this year, and we had 2 actually win first place, and they will go to compete at State Congress in July and hopefully master. So being a master 4-Hers means you won at the state level.
Great.
And then we had 26 Cloverleafs, so that's 4th through 6th graders, compete back in March. and that is the most we've had in many years. So we actually won an award for highest participation increase. And
Wow.
so, yeah, we actually had kids from Dublin Middle School, East Laurens, Southwest, and Northwest. So it was awesome.
That sounds great. I'm
Yeah.
glad to hear that the program is growing. Congratulations, because I
Thank
know you've, how many years, how many, is this your third year?
It was my first year, January 2nd, so a little over a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I've just been around since day one with you, so I guess it just seems like forever.
Yeah, it does.
But congratulations on growing the program. I imagine that's a source of pride for you here in the county, and being new in the position. So I just want to congratulate you.
Thank you.
My daughter's in the horse club, so for all the support that you give us, with getting everything registered and timely and turned in, I really appreciate that, and can speak to the power and the positive influence of 4-H programs. So you guys check it out, and we'll be back and we'll talk to some of these really deserving students.
You've got miles and miles of grass to mow. So you're going to need a machine built to perform. Day in and day out. Season after season. You're going to need a Gravely. Built to mow the distance.
Now at Myers Equipment and Supplies in Dublin.
Hi, I'm Perry Williamson. We've been serving the Dublin-Laurens community for over 90 years here at Williamson's Bakery. We specialize in donuts, cakes, pies, cupcakes, cookies, birthday cakes. They're our business, not a hobby. And don't forget our large selection of cheese straws. For special orders, contact us on Facebook, Instagram, or better yet, just come get you some. When you stop by, be sure to try our all-new Pig in the Blankets. We have bacon, sausage, and chicken. We're located at 1634 Veterans Boulevard, Dublin, Georgia. For the hot, freshest donuts, come to Williamson's Bakery. We proudly support our area athletics.
Hey, we are now back with Logan Bush, and he is a 4-H participant. And I'm just going to ask him today to tell us about the project he participated in, where he placed, and what he's looking forward to that's coming up next that's relevant to what with your project.
Okay. Well, I did a workforce prep and career development. And so I kind of talked about, like, in high school, what you can do to prepare. And I talked about the different paths you can take with college and tech school and military. And I got 5th place, so not the best, but I tried. And it was just really great. I really enjoyed doing DPA. It's probably one of my favorite events we do in 4-H.
So that sounds like kind of a leadership event.
Yes,
It's something that is just in kind of development, not really having to do with animals. So I'm glad that you actually did participate in that, and that you can let people know about some of the other kind of opportunities that 4-H allows to students. Do you plan to continue to stay in the 4-H and grow and like take on other DPAs as you continue?
Yes, ma'am, most definitely. 4-H is probably one of the greatest clubs I've ever done. And every time there's an event, I try to figure out if I can either participate or help out in some way. So.
Well, that's great. That says a lot for the program, and thank you for speaking to us
Thank
today.
you.
And now I am proudly here with Vaibhav Mishra, and he competed this year in performance art in piano. And I personally know that he is an amazing pianist. So he won in the district, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his experience and what that means to him and where he will be going on to next because of that.
So I went to the DPA and I played a 3-minute piece on piano. I placed first, and now I'll go to state to compete with 3 other people.
Right. So our state is made up of 4 districts, and so you won your district, and there'll be 4 others. Is state, as far as 4-H goes, it is, right? So that would be great if you could win the state in performance art. Now, the other 3 districts, are they all musical? Is performance art musical? Can it be various instruments? What will you be competing against?
There's 3 categories, and there's in performing arts, you have performing arts piano, performing arts other instruments, and performing arts like dance and all the other things. So I'll only compete with my people
Specifically
in piano.
piano. Great. Good information. Good to know that. Well, congratulations. You know that I, of course, wish you the very best and hope that you bring home first, because I've heard you before and I believe that you are a piano master. So Congratulations and good luck. So now we are here with Zachary Henderson, and he is a student that participates in the 4-H club. So Zachary, tell me a little bit about yourself, what school you go to, and what you did in 4-H this year, what you participated in.
This year I participated in poultry judging, which was you judge live birds, or you might judge ready to cook, like what you would buy in a store. I also did consumer judging, which was you have 4 different items, and you have to pick out the best one for the scenario. And then your scores for both of those are judged against other competitors and other 4-Hers. I'm actually a homeschooler, which works out great because with 4-H it will work with my schedule.
That's awesome. So what do you plan to do next year in 4-H? Are you going to grow in the program? Do you have some aspiration to do other projects or DPAs?
Yes, ma'am. Next year I plan on doing DPO. I hope to be able to do it. Hopefully it works out with my schedule. And I also plan to also do consumer judging and poultry judging again next year.
That'll be great. Well, I'm glad that you've had this experience, and thank you for talking to us today about the 4-H Club.
Thank you.
You're welcome.